Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a shortcut to being truly well-informed about, well, a figure who didn't just play a sport. He fundamentally changed it.
Absolutely. We're talking about Eldrick Taunt Woods, but everyone knows him as Tiger.
Exactly, Tiger Woods. And this deep dive, it goes way beyond those iconic fist pumps, the highlight reels. We're really aiming to uncover the full story.
Yeah, his unparalleled amateur dominance, that incredible professional reign that just reshaped golf.
And the profound personal battles, too, and some of the most remarkable comebacks, maybe in any sport ever.
Definitely. We've gone through a whole stack of sources, biographies, game analysis, life stories to bring you, our listener, a complete sort of nuanced picture.
Right. And our mission for you is to understand not just what Tiger achieved, which is incredible in itself.
But why it all matters so much.
Mm.
We'll connect the dots, from his earliest days, the huge challenges he faced.
All the way to his enduring legacy and his impact, not just on golf, but really far beyond it.
We're here to distill the most important stuff, those nuggets of knowledge, maybe some surprising facts, giving you that truly well-informed perspective on a legend.
Okay, so let's dive in. Where did this legend truly begin? Eldrick Taunt Woods, born December 30th, 1975, out in Cypress, California.
And his heritage was quite unique for the time, especially in golf.
Yeah, the only child of a black father, Earl, and a Thai mother, Clotilda.
And that name, Tiger, it wasn't just a nickname.
No, it was actually given by his father, Earl, right, in honor of a fellow soldier.
Exactly. Colonel Voon Dang Fong, also known as Tiger. Earl's role, though, was just pivotal. He introduced Tiger to golf incredibly early.
Like really early, he was his main teacher, his mentor.
What's fascinating is just how early that talent showed up. I mean, swinging a club before he was even 1 year old.
It's hard to even picture. And then appearing on the Mike Douglas show at age 2, showing off his swing on national TV.
It sounds like fiction, but it happened. And he shot a 48 over 9 holes at the Navy golf course, also at age 2.
Incredible. And Earl's training methods. They weren't exactly standard, were they?
Not at all. He'd deliberately create distractions while Tiger was swinging. Jingling keys, dropping the bag.
All to sharpen his focus, right? Build that mental toughness.
Yeah, and he even tried some reverse psychology, apparently telling Tiger not to play golf, trying to fuel that desire. Earl was definitely considered his best putting teacher, too.
Wow. So this intense, very early start, this unique upbringing, how did that translate into his amateur career? Because, calling it amateur feels like an understatement.
Totally. By age 14, he was already a scratch golfer, which, for listeners, means he could typically shoot par or better.
And he'd already won 6 junior world championship titles by then.
6, yeah. This whole foundational period, it just forged that competitive drive that we saw define his whole career.
You can see the seeds being planted.
Sources really highlight his intense competitiveness, even back then. And this ability he had, almost uncanny, to just drop into another zone in those clutch moments.
Even as a teenager.
Yeah. But interestingly, even way back, like around 1997, some observers were already looking at his swing and saying it looked, well, violent, maybe unsustainable, predicting it could lead to injuries down the road.
Wow. Foresight. The amateur years often give us a glimpse of greatness, but with Tiger, it wasn't a glimpse. It was more like a fireworks show.
It really was. What set him apart then?
Well, it's the sheer scale of the winning. Unprecedented.
Absolutely. First, he wins 3 consecutive U.S. junior amateurs. That's 1991 to 1993.
Which is amazing on its own.
But then he follows it up with something legendary, truly never seen before or since. 3 consecutive U.S. amateurs, 1994 through 96.
Nobody else has ever done that in 100 years of the championship.
Never. And he wasn't just winning, was he? He was winning dramatically.
Oh, yeah. Epic comebacks. That 1994 win, he came back from being 6 holes down. Biggest comeback in the tournament's history.
Just refused to lose.
Time after time, that flair for the dramatic. He finished his U.S. amateur career with 18 straight match play wins. That's head-to-head, hole by hole, just incredible pressure.
So if you combine the junior AMs and the U.S. AMs, that's 6 straight years, 91 to 96. Winning a major USGA event each year.
Mind-boggling consistency. And then there's a college at Stanford.
Right, 94 to 96. He set a Stanford record with 11 wins, won the NCAA individual title in 96.
2-time All-American, Pac-10 Player of the Year.
Technic Player of the Year in 96. The accolades just piled up.
And he was already testing himself against the pros, even as an amateur.
Yeah, played in 16 pro events, Made the cut so, played well enough for the weekend 7 times.
Including cuts in 4 majors, right? He even won the silver medal as low amateur at the '96 British Open.
It's so clear. This period just cemented that clutch reputation, that mental toughness. People said he was addicted to greatness, always seeking perfection.
You could see it even then.
Absolutely. And that drive, that addiction, it just catapulted him. Amateur phenom to global superstar almost instantly.
That famous Hello World press conference, August '96, turning pro.
And the impact was immediate, just staggering. Those groundbreaking endorsement deals, Nike, $40 million. Titleist, $20 million.
Unheard of money for a rookie golfer back then.
Totally reshaped the landscape. And his rise was meteoric. Rookie of the Year, Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year.
But nothing quite announced his arrival like the 1997 Masters.
Oh, the 97 Masters, that was just electric, wasn't it?
His first major title, just 21 years old. And it wasn't just a win, it was a statement.
Complete dominance. Won by a record 12 strokes over Tom Kite, finished 18 under par.
Broke Jack Nicklaus's Masters scoring record. First guy to average over 300 yards off the tee at Augusta National.
But it felt like more than just a golf tournament. It was a cultural moment.
Absolutely. He becomes the youngest and the first African-American to win the Masters. Suddenly, he's the face of golf.
And he brought millions of new fans to the game. So much energy, so much diversity. Something golf really needed.
And then, after that explosion onto the scene, came what many still consider his most unbelievable feat.
The Tiger Slam.
The Tiger Slam. Not just winning all 4 majors, the Masters, U.S. Open, Open Championship, PGA Championship, but holding all 4 trophies at the same time.
Concurrently. Across 2 calendar years, 2000 and 2001, nobody had ever done that before.
No one. And the way he won during that stretch.
Yeah.
Just mind-blowing.
Unbelievable dominance. The 2000 U.S. Open at Pebble Beach, winning by 15 shots.
15. Finished 12 under. Broke a major record that stood for, 138 years?
Yeah, old Tom Morse's record from 1862. And his caddy, Steve Williams, the story is he almost ran out of golf balls because Tiger was just playing a different course.
Uh-huh. Incredible. Then the 2000 Open Championship at St. Andrews.
The home of golf. Wins by 8 strokes, completes the career Grand Slam, winning all 4 different majors at least once at just 24 years old.
Making him the youngest ever to do it.
Yep. And the crowds at St. Andrews that year, record-breaking, all because of him.
Then he wins the 2000 PGA Championship in that epic playoff against Bob May.
Which set the stage for the 2001 Masters. He wins that, and boom, the Tiger Slam is complete, holding all 4 major titles simultaneously.
It just begs the question, how did he keep that level of dominance up for so long? And what records did he set that really might never be broken?
Well, the consistency is maybe the most staggering part. Being world number 1, he had 2 separate streaks of over 260 consecutive weeks.
2 streaks.
Yeah, 264 weeks from 99 to 04, then 281 weeks from 05 to 2010. Nobody else has even managed 100 consecutive weeks at number 1.
Just sustained excellence at a level we haven't seen.
And the big numbers, of course. 15 major championships, second only to Nicklaus's 18, and those 82 PGA Tour wins.
Tied with Sam Snead for the all-time record. 82 wins.
It's incredible. And digging into those records, what stands out as potentially unbreakable?
Yeah, that number 82 itself is massive. 9 ahead of Jack Nicklaus.
And to think about how he got there. 14 wire-to-wire victories leading after every single round. Winning the same tournament 8 times, like Bay Hill and Bridgestone.
Then there's the cut streak.
Oh, the consecutive cuts made. 142 between 1998 and 2005.
He blew past Byron Nelson's old record of a 113. I remember Robert Allenby saying that record will never be broken.
It seems pretty safe, yeah. And his global reach to 41 European Tour wins.
Which is amazing because he was never even a full-time member of that tour.
Exactly. Ranks 3rd all-time. That includes his 15 majors, 18 World Golf Championships. He just won everywhere.
And his playoff record on that tour.
Perfect.
Yeah.
10 wins, 0 losses in European Tour playoffs.
Yep.
Just clutch.
And we already mentioned the 15-shot win at the U.S. Open.
The biggest margin ever in a major.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just that one.
Right. He won all 4 majors by at least 5 shots at some point.
Yeah, the 97 Masters by 12, the 2000 U.S. Open by 15, the 2000 Open by 8, and the 2006 PGA by 5. He's the only one to do that.
That kind of complete control over the biggest events,
Yeah.
it's unparalleled.
Truly.
But, even with all this incredible success, this absolute dominance, the story took a sharp turn, a very unexpected, very public turn.
Yeah, the cracks started to show, physically at least, quite early.
That first knee surgery was actually back in 1994, before he turned pro.
Right. And then fast forward to that 2008 U.S. Open win. We call it a miracle win now.
Because it basically was, playing on one leg.
Literally. A ruptured ACL, 2 stress fractures in his left tibia. Doctors told him to rest for 6 weeks.
And he ignores them, plays 91 holes, beats Rocco Mediate in that grueling playoff, wins another major.
It cemented that legend, winning on one leg. But the cost was huge. Reconstructive ACL surgery days later, out for 9 months.
And it really brings back what those early observers said about his swing, doesn't it?
It does. That violent nature, the snap in his left knee, the powerful hip rotation. It was identified as a major contributor to his physical issues.
He kept tweaking his swing over the years too, right? Often because of injuries or just chasing perfection.
Always chasing improvement, yeah. Even if it put more strain on his body.
So on top of these mounting physical problems, 2009 brought a totally different kind of storm, that very public, personal crisis.
Thanksgiving weekend, 2009. Yeah, that changed everything. It started with that single car crash outside his home.
And then the reports of extramarital affairs just exploded.
It became this huge media frenzy. Multiple women coming forward, public opinion turned sharply against him. He was called a fake gentleman.
He eventually made public apologies, admitted to sex addiction, went into therapy.
But the damage was immense. Financially, too. Major sponsors like Accenture, Gatorade, they dropped him. Millions lost and even hit their shareholders.
And his marriage ended. The divorce from Ellen Nordegren was finalized in August 2010.
It was a massive fall from grace, personally and professionally.
And after all that turmoil, the injury bug just seemed relentless. It wouldn't let up.
It really compounded things. That period from, say, 2010 to 2017, it felt like one setback after another.
Neck injury in 2010, MCL and Achilles strains in 2011, elbow strain in 2013.
And then the back. The chronic back issues became the dominant problem.
How many back surgeries did he end up having?
5 in total by 2020, including a really risky spinal fusion in April 2017. That was his 4th back operation.
Spinal fusion. That severely limits flexibility, right?
Hugely. His world ranking just cratered. He fell outside the top 1,000.
And he was open about maybe never playing competitively again.
Yeah, he talked about just wanting a normal life, being free from pain, being there for his kids. It sounded like golf might really be over.
And then, amidst all that, the 2017 DUI arrest.
Right. Found asleep in his car. Turned out to be an unexpected reaction to prescribed medications, not alcohol. He pleaded guilty to reckless driving.
It just shows the incredible pressure, the physical and mental toll, facing the breakdown of his body, the public unraveling.
And then even later, brief legal issues with an ex-girlfriend in 2023, which were dismissed, plus those old PED rumors he was cleared of. It was a lot.
The resilience needed just to keep going is immense.
Absolutely. It really forces you to reconsider how those personal trials shaped his approach later on to golf and to life.
And yet, despite all of that, the surgeries, the scandal, the pain, falling outside the top 1,000, the comeback happened. The one nobody thought was possible.
It really was like a phoenix rising.
Yeah.
How did that incredible new chapter begin?
Well, it started slowly, with sheer determination after that 4th back surgery, the fusion, in 2017. He came back to competitive golf late that year.
Taking small steps first. Then in March 2018, he finished 2nd at the Valspar Championship.
That was his best finish in years, right? Since 2013, you started to think, maybe.
Exactly. Maybe there's something still there.
And then, September 2018, the Tour Championship.
The win, his 80th PGA Tour victory, his first win in 5 long years.
And you have to remember, this is a guy who not long before literally couldn't even get out of bed. His body was described as a wreck.
The scenes around the 18th green that day, the crowds swarming the fairway, it was unforgettable.
It connects back to what you were saying, profound human resilience, a new perspective on the sport, on family.
Yeah, he said himself profound words. I had resigned the fact that I would probably never play golf again at the elite level. I just wanted to have a life again and be part of my kid's life. That perspective shift seems key.
And then the ultimate validation of the comeback.
Yeah.
April 2019, Augusta National. The Masters.
Oh, the 2019 Masters. His 15th major title, his first major in nearly 11 years. Just chills thinking about it.
One of the greatest comebacks in sports history, period.
No doubt. Holding off guys like Molinari, Brooks Koepka down the stretch, winning by 2 shots.
And that scene on the 18th green afterward with his kids, Sam and Charlie.
That hug, echoing the hug with his own father, Earl, back in '97, but this time with his own children.
And for them, apparently, golf had mostly meant pain and discomfort for their dad, so for them to see that triumph.
It was incredibly powerful. A defining moment for him as a father. You could see it.
Then the comeback wasn't quite done. He tied Sam Snead's record of 82 PGA Tour wins later that year, right?
October 2019, at the Zozo Championship in Japan, even after another knee operation just before that. 82 wins, tied at the top.
But the physical challenges, tragically, still weren't over.
No. February 2021, that horrific single-car accident in California.
Severe leg injuries, multiple fractures, tibia, fibula, foot, ankle, required extensive surgery, long rehab.
He said himself he was lucky to be alive.
And yet, somehow he's battled back again. A part-time comeback, as he calls it.
Yeah, playing with his son Charlie at the PNC Championship, finishing second in 2021 was amazing to see. He made the cut at the 2022 Masters.
Which was incredible, given the state of his leg.
Though the pain is still clearly immense. He's had to withdraw from events, had more surgeries, like a subtalar fusion for post-traumatic arthritis in April 2023, ruptured Achilles in March 2025. It's ongoing.
But the determination is just off the charts. It's an incredible display of the human spirit.
Absolutely. And alongside this latest phase of his playing career, he's built this huge off-course presence too.
Right, the business ventures, the financial success.
His net worth, as of July 2025, reported at $1.3 billion. Investments in PopStroke mini golf. Co-founding TMRW Sports with Rory McIlroy.
That's launching the new TGL tech-infused golf league, right?
Yeah, launched in 2025. Plus, partnerships in luxury real estate like Nexus. His influence now stretches way beyond just playing.
So we've covered the incredible playing career, the falls, the comebacks, but let's talk legacy. Beyond the trophies, beyond the wins, how did Tiger Woods fundamentally change the game itself?
The Tiger effect. It's undeniable. It's about how he made golf. Well, cool.
Yeah, he brought it to a whole new audience, inspired a generation of diverse players, kids from all backgrounds. Figures like Harold Varner III talk about it.
Kids grew up wanting to be Tiger, copying his pre-shot routine, his fist bump.
The impact on TV ratings, prize money, sponsorships. It was revolutionary. Even Michael Jordan said he idolized Tiger.
That's huge praise. And another massive part of his legacy, fitness.
Oh, yeah. He brought strength and conditioning into golf in a way nobody had before.
He was famously the first guy in the gym, set a totally new standard. The modern golfer is an athlete, powerful, fit, largely because of him.
And off the course, he's building a different kind of legacy, too, with the TGR Foundation.
Right. Started way back in '96 with his dad, Earl. It evolved over time.
From junior golf clinics initially
to now focusing heavily on education, particularly STEM subjects, helping underserved students find paths to college, careers. Through Learning Labs, the TGR Edu Explorer digital platform.
The impact there is massive already, impacted over 1 million kids.
That's the number, with goals to reach millions more. He said he wants this legacy, the foundation's work, to be bigger than anything he did on the golf course.
That's quite a statement, and it feels like he's evolved as a person, too, in the public eye, at least.
Definitely seems that way. He was always seen as very serious, focused, maybe standoffish as a competitor.
Intense.
Intense, exactly.
Yeah.
But in recent years, be a bit more fan-friendly. A softer side seems to emerge more often, even showing off his humor.
Yeah, I've heard about his sort of cerebral humor, needling other players with nicknames.
Right. Calling Bryson DeChambeau Rain Man, or imitating Kevin Na's famous walk-in putt at Sawgrass, even making that self-deprecating white men can't jump joke once.
It shows a different dimension.
And it speaks to that personal growth, maybe a shift in priorities we talked about. That connection to his kids seems central now, making sure they saw him succeed after associating golf mostly with his pain. That feels important.
It really does round out this incredibly complex, multifaceted story.
And maybe his whole journey, his whole spirit, is best summed up by that philosophy he often quotes. The greatest thing about tomorrow is I will be better than I am today.
There is no such thing as a setback. The lessons I learned today I will apply tomorrow and I will be better.
That feels like Tiger Woods, doesn't it? The essence of his fight.
And that brings us towards the end of this deep dive into the unseen layers of Tiger Woods. We've gone from the prodigy years, the unprecedented amateur run,
through that dominant professional reign, the Tiger Slam, reshaping the sport.
Then exploring the profound personal battles, the physical toll, the public scrutiny.
And culminating in those truly remarkable comebacks that just inspired millions.
Our goal was to give you, our listener, a really comprehensive, nuanced understanding of his full story, beyond the headlines.
And maybe his story ultimately isn't just about golf. It feels more like a testament to the human spirit, right? That capacity for incredible triumph, devastating falls, and that unyielding will to just rise again.
It leaves you thinking.
Yeah, it leaves you to ponder. In a world that's kind of obsessed with perfection, where do we find true greatness? Is it in the unbroken streak? Or maybe it's in the courage it takes to rebuild.